a family that specialized in brute force over the years. Perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney and Wwe.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji is the challenger from Polynesia Islands, weighing 550 pounds, Yokozuna!
One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot. A lot of pressure on the president of WWE for what he did. But this is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. Let the winner be the winner.
One thing's for sure, Hogan will be quicker. He will be faster than he's ever been in any previous title defense.
Well, this is going to be interesting because he's wrestling a fresh Yokozuna this time. Not a man who's already wrestled a 15-minute match with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Hogan and Yokozuna's last match lasted less than 30 seconds when Hogan won the title at WrestleMania.
Well, I can tell you, this match will go much longer. Yokozuna will not be caught by surprise this time.
Listen to this. What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion.
His opponent, coming down the aisle with his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in 302 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
You can feel this facility shake, literally moving. The Raptors shaking with the ovation of the WWE Champion Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan thrives on these people. He thrives on the Hulksters, the little Hulksters. This is what keeps this man going.
Hulk Hogan's relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from them. But Yokozuna's focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hulk Hogan. He is ready, believe me.
The Hulkster ready for war, and you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, it will be warfare here.
Well, he's been saying for weeks that he is going to be the first man to slam Yokozuna.
Oh, nobody slams Yokozuna.
Well, we'll see. Hulk Hogan wanted to prove it was not a fluke that he beat Yokozuna. And now we're going to find out if it was a fluke or not.
Looking at the champion, I guarantee there is no doubt in their mind as to who is leaving this match with the title around their waist.
Michael Cole alongside Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, emanating from King of the Ring, 1993. Yokozuna is fuming over his embarrassing WrestleMania loss to Hulk Hogan. Now, Yokozuna has vowed to reclaim the WWE Championship and wipe Hulkamania off the map.
Indeed, the last time these two shared a ring, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji issued a challenge to Hogan on behalf of his client. And 22 seconds later, Hogan was the new WWE Champion.
But that night was mired in controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret Hart to win the title. This is going to answer a lot of questions from WrestleMania 9. This is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, and we're going to find out who's the true champion.
This is an event of international magnitude. Byron, photographers from around the world, including a large contingent from Japan, are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
A lot of pressure on the former champion. There is no way Mr.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash!
Absolutely squashed their opponent there.
We know each man's strategy coming in. Yokozuna has added 50 pounds to his frame since WrestleMania, while Hogan has actually slimmed down since he captured the WWE Championship.
Indeed, we're going to see more speed, more endurance from the Hulkster. But now that Yokozuna has hit 550 pounds, every kick, every leg drop, and every bonsai drop will be even more impactful.
Still so much more action to come after this amazing matchup. Of course, we have the King of the Ring finals later, but before then, there will be an 8-man tag team match with the Steiner brothers and the Head Shrinkers on opposite sides.
You want to talk about unfinished business from WrestleMania? Those two teams went to war back in Vegas, and I expect even more hard hits here tonight.
High level of offense on display from Yokozuna.
Yokozuna making Hogan regret wanting this match. I love it. Oh, God.
Shoulder tackle. Some folks thought Bret Hart should have had this rematch against Hogan, but the president of WWE has made the controversial decision to give Yokozuna the title match.
Indeed, there will be no rematch for Bret, who, I might add, lost the title after Mr. Fuji interfered on Yokozuna's behalf. Instead, he was given an automatic entry into tonight's King of the Ring tournament.
The Hitman has certainly capitalized on that opportunity, already defeating Razor Ramon and Mr. Perfect tonight. Now, can he finish the job in the main event and win the King of the Ring? Flapjack!
Gosh, landing face first.
He's preparing for something.
Belly-to-belly suplex.
And Hogan falling victim to a slew of offense.
Yokozuna taking the fight to Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster's rocked.
Hulk Hogan, a 5-time champion now. This is his first title defense.
The Hulkster spent the last 2 months in Hollywood due to prior commitments, but you've got to understand that Hulk never expected to be WWE champion coming out of WrestleMania.
Well, now that Hogan has emerged from his paradise, the gravity of this situation with Yokozuna is going to hit him like thunder. In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Clothesline in the corner. Momentum is really on Yoko says this one's over.
We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
Cover. Oh, he gets the shoulder up before 3.
Based on what we just saw, I think this match is far from over.
Who knows what that kick out cost? The champ might be running on fumes.
And Yokozuna is just stunned. How in the world can someone get a shoulder up when a 600-pound man is on top of you?
Watch out!
You saw that being telegraphed.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg.
Yokozuna manages to counter.
Delivered into the barricade. That'll do it.
Oh, God. And now he's back into the ring.
He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout. Gets back in the ring and the match continues. Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
Flapjack. Now the pin for the championship. Strong kick out at 2 from the champion.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. We may have just witnessed
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our new WWE champion.
Here in the heartland of America, the heart of Hulkamania has just stopped beating.
Our next chapter.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas' Gladiators. Double leg takedown. Gonna stack them up here.
Shoulders pinned.
Counters. Cover. No trouble kicking out of that one.
It's a little early for an earnest attempt.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE. But they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Down in a hurry. Samu gets stymied.
And into the corner he goes.
Indy counters.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
The steady stream of moves taking out Steiner.
The Head Shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the Head Shrinkers.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the Head Shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt. And fast.
And tag! He finally made it.
Fatu combats out of that. The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
Smothering offense now from Fatu.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the Headshrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners.
Clothesline.
Good Lord.
So effective.
Oh, man. Jarring headbutt.
Came down like a lead balloon.
Sidewalk slam.
The Headshrinkers accompanied to ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko. Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
He is definitely struggling to keep him down at this point.
Standing drop kick.
Great ups. Made it for the tag.
That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys.
He averts the offense.
Clothesline. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division.
Oh, he got him.
Trying to get out of the submission. And does.
And now placed in the corner.
Oh. Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
Wicked clothesline. He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
You really can't do this all on your own. That's what your teammate is for. Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
Samoan fought two. Already some success in the tag division. Tonight could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the Headshrinkers to the top as well.
Gut-wrench suplex. Rick is losing grip of this match now.
The attacks will not relent from Samu.
Boom! Tossed around like a rag doll. I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that.
And Steiner is firing up the crowd here.
As was set up in the corner of the ring. Dominating shoulder tackle.
Kick to the stomach. Tossed by the neck. Right.
Vicious double axe handle.
Oh, man, did you see the height?
Momentum moving towards Samu's corner.
Looks like Rick is having trouble generating any sort of defense.
Rick doing what he can to halter the beatdown.
Rick trying to bring the fight back in this one. Sweeping the leg to get out of that.
And now the tag. Owen fights back.
Looks under, let's go behind. German suplex turns the tides.
Scott covers, shoulders down. Kicks out before the 2 count.
Still gonna take a massive effort to keep him down.
And gets sent right into the corner.
Steiner's caught with a reversal.
Tagged with a punch.
And now Scott is getting beaten down.
And I don't see Samu slowing down anytime soon.
Whipped into the corner with tremendous force. Oh, he flips that around.
Double underhook. Driven down with a powerbomb. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball. Punch connects. stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut. Hurled away. God.
He's taken a bit of damage from these blows.
Could be what Steiner really needed to push the advantage.
Fatu finds the advantage.
Clothesline. What impact.
Oh, that hurt. Gut-wrench suplex.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
Here we go. Headbutt. He wants to go to the top rope again. Flying. He fails to connect. Fatu might be defeated here. A defiant kick out after one.
Somehow still has the energy for a quick kick out. Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
He looks absolutely dead on his feet.
This could be the defining moment of this match for him. What does he do now?
He might have him here.
Is this it? Oh, breaking up the pin.
Sidewalk slam.
Almost drove him through the ring. Tag made, fresh partner in.
Taking things to the top rope. Up high.
And the head shrinkers just might have it.
Into the cover. And the head shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday. And he's taking the risk, stepping in here against the newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Intensity on the face of the champion. Challenger in the corner, looking more determined than I've ever seen. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match.
Oh, sent straight into the corner hard.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash! More offense like that, and we could be looking at a new champ.
Incoming.
Maivia way up high.
Blast off. What? That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Inconspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up.
Yeah,
from the middle rope. Oh, what a splash! Maivia dishing it out now.
Maivia keeps bringing the energy, and Helmsley has no answer.
Fisherman suplex. Oh. Drop kick. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope. Perched up top. Through the air. And connects.
I can't believe what we just saw.
I can't believe that didn't miss.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle. Involving Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about second-generation wrestlers, but with Rocky, you're talking about 3 generations. This guy is going to be phenomenal.
Oh, schoolboy! Shoulders down here! Going for the pin. Title on the line. Shoulders are down. To retain. The challenger fending off the 2 count. Wow. Oh, and he manages to reverse.
Brutal club.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty.
Nice suplex.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia, Chief Maivia.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia. Up and down in the shoulder. Wow, that hurt.
Can the champ recover from that?
A new champion! He did it!
What?
Rocky did it!
What?
Here is your winner, and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
Congratulations to Rocky Maivia on his first ever title win. Rocky can proudly raise that Intercontinental title knowing he bested the...
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, The final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steel.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them.
Oh, God, brutal chop block.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down.
He kicks out almost immediately.
He's looking to get this match won in short order.
Gradually getting closer and closer to the top.
Sitting precariously on top of the cage now. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage.
Oh, he's almost there.
He better move.
Moving up the side of the cage, and here we go.
Starts that long climb down.
Just inches away from victory. You cannot waste any time when you start.
Wow, Steele with a big win over Peter Maivia.
Here is your winner, George the Animal Steel.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight.
Took him out the knee.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
You have to be cautious while climbing. Don't want to slip and fall. Trying to escape the cage! Oh my goodness!
Powerbomb!
He's pulled back down mid-climb.
Gonna be feeling that for a while.
Got the leg.
Really working on the leg.
Yeah, very effective.
George Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
Not an easy climb, even when you aren't in the middle of a match. Making a move, but is it the right moment?
Oh, no! From the top rope! He falls down, off the cage, and back to the canvas.
I don't think that's what he had planned. I mean, come on. Who bites someone?
You gotta do whatever it takes, Saxton.
Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal.
The High Chief just refusing to be intimidated.
The animal has no idea what to make of Maivia.
Headbutt.
Vicious. Headlock. Oh, a cheap shot right above the arm.
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
Incoming. Oh, man.
Mistake made by Steel. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steel. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way. Oh, walloped by a huge club.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steel is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal.
Just speaks to the animosity.
A pin. This might do it.
Wasting no time getting his shoulder up.
He is still very much in this. Shot block. Brutal move that can take away all the mobility in that left.
From the middle rope.
Oh, brutal miscalculation.
Headbutt. Oh, not done yet. A second and a third, too.
And now a third. He might put him away here. A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
And those kickouts are only going to get harder.
Fist drop.
And now he's looking to lock in this submission. A stump puller.
It's in deep, the leg bending awkwardly.
Working to take the base away in the most painful way possible.
Able to free himself from the agonizing submission.
Took him out the knee.
Overhand shot. Now here's Maivia looking to secure the victory. And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the Steel Cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced.
She's not like most girls.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crown already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morgan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And there will be a coronation. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade. Well, if you're Lyra Valkyria, what do you do to pull off a massive upset tonight?
Well, Lyra's a technical wizard, Cole. In fact, from a technique perspective, she may actually have Nia Jax outgunned. And beyond relying on her technique, if I'm Lyra, I'm going to try to frustrate Nia. I don't know how possible that is, but if you frustrate Nia, she may make a crucial mistake.
Watch this. This is nasty.
Brutality. Treating the cranium like a basketball.
Lyra Valkyria, one of the best technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience. Soaring.
Oh, my. And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here. From the top. Look out below.
Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Throws her back in from ringside. Here's Jax down into the cover. And she got it. Nia Jax is queen of the ring.
Here is your winner and the new queen of the ring, Nia Jax.
That was incredible.
Nia Jax is the queen of the ring. Quite an emotional moment for Jax, who returned to WWE just 8 months ago.
Jax was away from WWE for quite some time. She did some serious soul searching, but she found herself. She found her footing, and now Nia Jax has found the queen of the ring crown.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi!
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here.
Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Well, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job.
Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry. It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now a pissed off Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone Cold promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground are over. This is no holds barred. DDT! We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they all took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. But I'll tell you about the most legitimate motive in this story, and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there is no greater reason to stomp the tar out of somebody than that.
Anything Austin is trying is being suppressed.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble.
Choke slam!
And the scary thing is, these attacks are being done with great ease.
He connects with a counter. And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Mike.
From the middle rope.
Austin dodges that one.
He's got him down for the pin here. Shoulder up, and the referee ends the count.
Got to change something up with the pin technique.
DDT! Oh, absolutely brutal.
Oh, no, I think they may have busted him open, guys. Slowly moving. I'm sure he can feel the target on his back here.
Scouted it and fired back with a punch straight to the face.
Ooh, stiff punch.
This was a headbutt. He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring.
Hockey stick is definitely one of the more creative things you'll find underneath the WWE ring.
And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for letting Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the shark tank that is WWE.
Are you serious, Corey? Rikishi ran over another human being. We're fortunate that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand them.
This conflict is beyond disturbing when it comes to defeating Stone Cold.
Rikishi has to be prepared to endure an emotional storm like he's never felt before. The big man must recover from that and use his weight to immobilize the rattlesnake, because we know Austin will not stay down.
Into the cover for the win.
And a strong kick out in one.
Not quite enough to put him away.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
This bat is such a dangerous weapon in his hands right now. Ooh, well measured.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just
from the top.
He quickly gets out of dodge.
Oh, he fights Rikishi back. Legs caught. Takes him down. Forget about it.
Rikishi looking to finish the job from 10 months ago. Will that keep the rattlesnake down?
Oh, going right into the pin.
No, he beats the count.
Austin somehow got the shoulder up. Intestinal fortitude on display from Stone Cold.
I've lost count of how many times this match should have ended by now. Choke slam!
Landed.
Austin unprepared for this.
The cover for the win.
Breaks the count.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
Stone Cold looking beat down. Big opportunity to score a win over Austin.
Scooped up. Here it comes. Rikishi. Driver. Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one.
And now gets tossed into the ring. He's headed to the top now. From way up. Top down. Rikishi is picking the competition apart.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
Oh, saw it coming, got an elbow for their trouble.
Counter there. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
It looks like he's stalking his prey. Only one thing in mind.
Setting course to the top turnbuckle.
From the top.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing. Rikishi has an opening. Oh, my gosh.
Expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
His arrival signaled in
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He could be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real.
He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE title has only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being. He can easily change that trend right here tonight.
A phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenger waiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
John Cena, a three-time WWE champion, the handler of Umaga, Armando Estrada, trying to control this undefeated challenger.
Once the bell rings, these two are going to go at each other full force.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from the 253 pounds, Umaga! And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, John Cena!
A title coveted by legends and hungry young talent alike.
John Cena and Umaga battling here for the WWE Championship. Will John Cena halt the Samoan Bulldozer's path to destruction?
Cena's going to have to go all out to accomplish that. No one has been able to withstand Umaga thus far. This brutal Samoan has made a mockery of his challengers and is perhaps the ultimate super heavyweight threat.
As Cena could be in for the greatest challenge as champion tonight. But if anyone can overcome the terrifying ruthlessness of Umaga, it has to be John Cena.
Such a unique situation for the champion John Cena tonight. This could be the first time in Cena's career that he comes in as an underdog champion.
And that's a credit to the challenger. Anybody would be an underdog against a man that's undefeated. Umaga simply looks unbeatable.
But John will fight you as long as he's breathing. That's the Cena style. Oh, gosh.
An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
Setting him up for the flatliner.
Man, face first.
And Umaga will look to continue to use his 100-pound weight advantage in an effort to become the WWE Champion. Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
I think you're right, Cole. This might just come down to who has more gas in the tank.
Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey. And his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
From the top rope.
What a Samoan splash.
Momentum fully shifted to Umaga.
Cena has no response from the top. Good Lord, taking flight.
The airtime, the fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside. No.
From the top. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Counter from Umaga.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Winning heel kick.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane. Here it comes! Samoan spike!
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
New champion, an undefeated champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan Bulldozer has wrecked his way straight.
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
Two roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
The following contest is a tag team extreme rules match and accompanied by Paul Ellering at a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akon and Razor, the authors of pain.
AOP look unintimidated by the task at hand. They are totally prepared for the merciless tandem of 3-minute warning.
You know, there's actually a lot in common between these two teams in terms of tactics and physicality.
And guys, the authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
And at a combined weight of 770 pounds, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Authors of Pain versus 3-minute warning is a recipe for brutality and ruthless carnage.
And that's in a regular match, Cole. This is Extreme Rules.
These two hit squads are going to tear each other apart.
3-minute warning made a career out of demolishing anyone who got in their way. Why would AOP be any different?
Because that's exactly what AOP does too. They play the same game as 3-minute warning.
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going head-to-head. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither one of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies.
Well, there's nothing on the minds of these men except dealing as much damage to one another as possible. Both 3-minute warning and the AOP excel at brutalizing their opponents and inflicting massive amounts of pain. But only one of them can be the best at it.
We can safely predict that this is going to be an exceptionally gruesome and painful match to watch. Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akon and Razor representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen.
Down for the pin. He makes the save.
Better late than never.
Yokes up their opponent.
Sidewalk slam!
Almost throws him through the ring.
Arm stop!
Pulled in for a belly-to-belly. And no defense help Razor on that exchange.
Yeah, Rosie came prepared for this matchup.
Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what. From the top.
All the way down to the floor.
I don't care who you are. You're not the same after suffering a crash landing like that.
Whoa! Just tossing that table around like it was nothing.
Rosie now on the offensive. Watch the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you.
Can he do it here? And he powers out.
Somehow, some way. Ooh, elbow strike.
Pulled in for Akon, found himself in the wrong place there. Here's the pin. And the referee stops the count before 2.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet. Got him in the corner now.
Shoulder right in the midsection. Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
These men are so big and so thick, it's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find weapons and whack away.
Yeah, and there's plenty of weapons to choose from tonight.
Oh, a sledgehammer to the midsection will knock the wind out of him.
And he tosses him back in now. Power slam. And he moves in for the cover. Oh, and breaks the pin and makes the save.
Uh-oh. Going for the run.
Shoulders down. Going for the cover. Cover. Kicked out at one. Even the ref can't believe it.
Very few superstars possess the fortitude to kill this kid, put Jamal away.
Kicks out. He still has life.
So close. That could have been it.
Punches and elbows.
Taking his time, preparing to attack. To the sky. Misses big time.
Still headbutt.
Back elbow right on the side of the face, and another.
Third. Taking this fight back into the ring.
Wrench in the arm. Man, what a clothesline. The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
He's decided to set up the ladder outside the ring.
Whatever he's thinking, I don't like it.
Fighting it. Power slam. Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college ball in Hawaii. Imagine being pancaked by the force Rosie brings.
Picture perfect backbreaker.
This could be it. It could end right here.
Kick out.
Somehow, someway, he is...
Jamal pins the shoulders down. Makes the cover. And they're still in this.
I do not know how they got up from that.
Operating with pure instinct and adrenaline right now.
And I think to get the pinfall, you have to try that maneuver one more time. And he's looking out of sorts now.
Yeah, Extreme Rules matches eventually take the toll on everyone. He's thinking he can end it here.
Razor gets the shoulder up.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks. Shoulders down. Razor might be down for the count. And he only stays down for a 1 count.
Still not enough to put him away.
Diamond-plated steel coming at you.
Pulls their opponent in. Belly to belly.
This is not looking good for him.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer a good defense will even matter at this point.
By the hip attack. Apron avoids the attack. A pin. A pin.
Still only got one.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take. Full speed running body press.
We knew this would be a grueling and punishing match, but AOP and 3-minute warning are exceeding all expectations.
Look at this. This can't be good.
Nasty shot to the throat.
Rosie's fixed on finishing this right here.
And his corner might be a bigger target now. Oh, jeez. Nasty kick in the face. 3-minute warning. Jamal pins the shoulders down. Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all